record.
All right, I'm gonna record now. Welcome. What were you saying, Mitchy?
Yeah, I was saying you're a dumb kid that doesn't know how to work Zoom.
Welcome to the Gens Plus 3. We got a little treat for you boys today. We got a little treat. I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen here. I'm gonna share sound. Should I also optimize for the video clip, boys?
Do whatever you want.
I'm just gonna share the screen. All right, little sound. We're not gonna do a little dance-a-roo this afternoon, because these punks are fucking lame. Anyways, I got a little treat for you boys. Yes, we're gonna watch the whole fucking thing.
See anything? Oh yeah, anything.
Is it lagging? Should we watch the whole thing, Mitchy? What are your thoughts?
Absolutely not.
There's only like 30 more seconds. We might as well. Let's finish. It's a different show. But it's fun. We're almost there, boys. Anyways, that's the show. Yeah, that's the show.
At the end of the video, you manually starting and stopping it. That's my favorite part.
Yeah, so that's the show, boys. Any commentary on that video? I thought that was pretty good.
I feel like that was a waste of 2 minutes, to be honest.
Well, that's an opinion. It's a pretty bad opinion, but that's an opinion. Anyways, welcome to the Degenerates Plus 3, boys, and the next gen to Gen Net Sports Network. All right, this is a show, as the fans know, that is made by Degenerates for Degenerates. With me, I got right over to, not over there, he's over here in the recording, Mitchy Steez. How are you doing today, Mr. Steez?
Doing well, Anthony. Doing well. I would like to say, I think it's a great video. I think that's a really good lead-in to what fans can expect from the show.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, for sure. And I would ask how that's Lenny Jets down there. We got Lenny with the show. Anyway, boys, here's what I'm going to say, boys. I'm going to shed a tear. All right, I'm going to shed a tear because you know why I'm going to shed a tear, boys? Why do you think I'm going to shed a tear, boys? I'm going to shed a tear, boys, because wait, does it look like I'm crying? Kind of? Wait, let me get a couple more. A little commentary over this would be good. I'm going to shed a couple tears, boys. You know why? Because we got one more week of football left, boys. We got one more week of football. How does that make you boys feel? All right, you can maybe play along. I mean, do I have to do fucking everything on this goddamn show?
How does that make you feel, Lenny?
You know, my season was over last week, so we had our little cry session last week, but I guess we're gonna rip off the Band-Aid today or this week.
Oh, okay.
I was waiting for you to say that because I thought it was it's interesting how you answered the question over the past 2 weeks, right? Last week you were like sad football was coming to an end, even though your team still had a chance. And now this week you're like, it's no big deal.
Yeah, Lenny's a huge Bills fan.
I guess I do kind of get it. I get the week off between where you're out of it.
Yeah, he's a huge Bills fan. Yeah, it's the last week of football, boys. Let's look back at some of the best memories of the Degens show.
That was a great moment of silence.
No, I figure in post.
I was thinking about all of them.
Maybe we'll fix that in post. In post, we'll add in a couple of video clips, and then we'll add that in later. Anyways, an update for you boys. Last week, I went 0-2 on both my picks. I stink. I think I took the under in the Chiefs game. I took Packers -3.5. I stink. Lenny and Mitchy, I don't know how you boys did last week because you guys were both sacks of shit, fucking absolute mongoloids, and you picked 47 player props in addition to stupid spreads and totals. It was a fucking dumb kid move. And I don't make enough money to justify going back and looking at those. Moral of the story, fuck you. Can we band together though? Can we agree on that point? Does that sound something we can agree on?
Lenny, did you hear a clear point in that of what he was saying? I don't know what he's even really actually what the point was. What I do remember is my boy Murphy Bunting.
I was gonna say that. Murphy Bunting.
That was the best moment of the weekend for sure. When we clip in best Degens moments, I think Lenny and I completely making a mockery of your ridiculous make your own rules picks and just picking a million props. I would put that in one of the top moments, but fans, don't expect that to be in one of the top moments. The only top moments will be Antony when he thinks he's really funny. And sometimes he is. Sometimes he is. All those clips are going to be about him.
It's toffee. Doesn't know what toffee is? It's like nougat. I don't think anyone knows what those two things are. Anyways, I don't know what you guys did last week. You guys stink. On the season, your host with the most, truly viewers, me, Antony Paisan with 34 and 29. In the last I checked, Lenny, you went 29 and 27. Mitchy, you were 23 and 27. But I got big question marks next to those because I haven't gone back last week and checked all the stupid bets you guys did. So you guys are going to be under 500. You guys stink. And last week, the Ripper, Reese, he went 1 and 3. Not great. But yeah, you guys will probably get an extra 5 to 8 losses added onto those from last week, and I'll be crowned the winner when it's all said and done. I'm the greatest handicapper on the show. Opening question for you boys. I think this is a good opening question. Mitchy, I'm going to have you go first, all right? Fuck, marry, kill. Fuck, marry, kill. Keno von Oelhoffen, Bill Cowher, and Ben Roethlisberger.
God. No.
You have to do it.
I will line the three of them up and kill them all.
No, you have to fuck one of them. You have to marry one of them. Then you get to kill the other one.
I don't have to say words that you try to get me to say.
Uh-huh.
You already have enough impact on the blog. Check it out. Next Gen Degens blog.
No, not. We don't own that domain. NG Degens.
nddegens.com. Great.
We probably should have bought both domains.
That will remind you of when I try to shout out my Twitch and you call it. Yeah. So you try to censor everything that I do on the blog. You get that. But you're not going to force me. You're not going to put words in my mouth. Lenny, if you want to go ahead on this one.
Go ahead, Lenny. Why don't you go ahead, Bob?
Can you repeat them real quick? You had too much nougat in your mouth the first time, and I didn't really understand what you're saying.
That's called coffee. But yeah, Keno von Oelhoffen, Bill Cowher, and Ben Roethlisberger. Now I'm going to guess Ben Roethlisberger is probably going to fuck you, but what do you want to do there?
To be honest, I only know one of the three. So, yeah, I got a would you rather.
He's a huge football fan. Just
would you rather? Hey, real quick. Would you rather?
Anthony.
That's not the fucking game we're playing, buddy.
Enable screen sharing real quick. Enable screen sharing. I'll show him.
I'll give you a little screen share here, Bob.
I got a little would you rather. Would you rather be incest?
Yeah, shut up. We're gonna go ahead and do. You can screen share, bud.
Okay, ready for this? This here's Keno von.
I feel wow.
That's Keno. You don't know who Bill Cowher is?
What a fucking idiot.
Dude, next time you can wait till snack time till later on after the show, maybe.
He was the head coach for the Steelers for 20 years.
There's the Jaw. He's on fucking the halftime game for CBS, I think, or NBC, CBS.
He's on the channel that all of your team's games are on.
Nope, does not ring a bell.
God, this guy's so dumb. Anyways, what's your stupid would you rather?
It doesn't even make a difference.
Good, thank you. All right, let's jump into that. I got a Lenny tweet here for you, boys. Did you hear about Lenny's tweet this week?
I didn't hear about it, but I feel like you're deflecting right now from the reality that this is the last Degen's episode of the year. We're on a time crunch here. The fans know there's only one game.
No, I don't think they know that.
Over and over again, so you talk slower and have to repeat yourself and make it go longer.
Oh, I'm sorry. Where'd you get your psychology degree from, Mitch? You go to fucking School of Hard Knocks for fucking brain psychology reading, huh? I got a tweet of the week here for you. Our buddy here said something pretty shocking this week. Lenny Jets, about an hour ago, actually. Crazy. He would tweet this so close to the start time of the episode. He said, L Jets BBF, thinking about starting a hashtag Brock Turner fan club. Is anyone else in? Lenny, what do you have to say for yourself? That's a pretty disturbing tweet.
Yeah.
By the way, just the hashtag Brock Turner fan club. He's the only person in the Twitter universe that's ever created that hashtag before.
Yeah, that's just one of the things that you hate to see. You know, I think my intentions with it were to bring more, I guess, awareness to what happened in his situation. Not with him, but like to the other people in that situation. And it's like it's kind of like the not so fan but fan show of Brock Turner. Like, hey, this is wrong, and this is not what you want to do with it. Just bringing awareness to a certain situation.
Well, a fan is short for fanatic, and a fanatic club for Brock Turner. So are you saying you're a fanatic of Brock Turner?
Again, you don't listen to what I'm saying. You're just listening to.
I heard what you said. You want to bring awareness to it,
but you're not listening to understand. I'm saying it's not a fan club for Brock Turner. I'm saying
it's called the Brock Turner Fan Club.
But will you shut up for a moment?
How about you clarify your comments?
So it is not a fan club for Brock Turner. It is a fan club for the situation of Brock Turner.
What did Brock Turner do?
Does it make a difference what Brock Turner did?
Mitchy, what did Brock Turner? You know who Brock Turner is, Mitchy?
I didn't. I know the story now. I went and looked at back.
Yeah.
It's not a good situation.
By the way, to the fans, he sends us none of this stuff before. The only thing we know is
crazy
teams that are playing because that information is public.
Unbelievable.
But no, I did know the story of him. Yeah, Lenny. He's a bad guy.
Yeah, not a good situation.
It was essentially. I'm not going to explain exactly what it is because it's very disturbing, but it's sexual assault where he ended up getting 6 months in jail, and he did some things that
are not acceptable.
The jury was pushing for 6 years.
You know what's crazy about that? Because there's a quote from his dad. His dad was like quoted saying like, "Why does my kid deserve to get in trouble for for 20 minutes of action? He's gonna get in trouble for this." I think that makes my skin crawl. Anyways, I don't know why the fuck Lenny would be starting a fan club for him.
How quickly can you just kill somebody? You're saying, oh, it only took me 5 minutes to kill somebody, so I should only get what? So Lenny, I have to add this in because it's so bad. Obviously, all sexual assault bad. These two counts of girls that were unconscious while this is happening. So that type of scumbag. Yeah.
Right, a dumpster.
That's a tough look. But I think so. He went to Stanford from a family with a lot of money. As much as white privilege and that type of stuff is overused, actual horrible example of that type of thing.
Yeah, I got white privilege. I check myself every day for my privilege. Anyways, boys, let's jump into it. Lenny, you're a scumbag for tweeting that. I don't know, I'm probably drunk right now. Here we go. Before we jump into open forum, we got one more would you rather, 2 more. Then we're gonna jump into it because we got one game to come. Mitchy, hold on. We got 2 games super quick. All right. This one gave me like an anxiety attack reading it. All right. Would you rather? This is so bad. Would you rather eat poison ivy or a handful of wasps? Think about that for a second and tell me that's not the worst fucking scenario you've ever heard of.
I love the words wasps. And tasks. Like they're like just the hardest words to say. They're like there's little. I love how you
say really wasps.
Hard. You're like, or a handful of wasps.
Lenny, say wasps.
Wasps. What?
Anyways, what would you guys? I thought about it for him.
Word is we could say the, and every time he's gonna go. So ready for it. Love it.
I would rather eat the poison ivy, and the reason why is because I feel like you could immediately go to a doctor and they'd probably squeeze some cream into your throat or some, I don't know how that would work, some poison ivy cream. A handful of wasps sounds horrific.
What you could do, I'm not saying I would do this, but you could just crunch all the bees up real quick and then they're dead. And then it's like,
no, they're live. They're in your hand.
well, yeah, no shit. But when you put them in your mouth,
Oh yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah.
Hey fellas, I'll give you a live update and let you know. And I know the fans, when they're watching, they're gonna do a celebration. We got a little bit extra time because our not currently friend of the show, Nady Flake Sauce, just second changed the plan. So who knows? We might be linking up later. But looks like your boy Mitchy's not gonna get to shoot his first gun today. It'll have to be down the road. I was looking
more like Nady interruptions, right, Mitchy? And Nady plagiarist, huh?
I know. Gosh, I hate you and I have talked about this all the time, Antony. Those guys that just wait, they don't listen to you, they cut people off, they always are having their own ideas. You say something, they repeat the same thing and act like it was their idea. I hate
worst.
on the same team when it comes to that.
Yeah, not me. That doesn't sound like me though. What would you rather do? Would you rather eat the poison ivy, Mitchy, or the we got a Super Bowl game to cover here in a second anyway. But would you rather eat the wasps or the poison ivy?
This is my favorite one that you've done because I think it's a hard question, but it doesn't make you like say something out loud that you want to
your parents or eat shit or
yeah. So, oh my goodness. I mean,
I'm pretty sure I'm not allergic to poison ivy, so I might go with that one.
Yeah, he was talking. But yeah, just go ahead and interrupt.
I never got done with mine because Mitchy had interrupted me as he was about to say.
You might maybe silence that for the show, buddy.
This is the interruption show. But you can go. I was gonna ask, can you die from like a bunch of wasps at once? I mean, can't you?
Dude, I'm telling you, one of the worst flaws of the human body, we breathe and we eat out of the same fucking hole. What a conflict of interest that is, right? If anything happens to this, you're basically fucking done, you know?
But think about the poison ivy, what that would do.
I don't think poison ivy swells, though. I think it just makes it red and angry, doesn't it?
Yeah, bees definitely.
Your whole mouth just going to be, can you imagine that? I feel like you would, what would the actual reaction be to that?
And then when you eat it, it's going to be down your throat. Like,
you want to find out? No, you know what I would do? I would swirl it around the fuck out of my mouth till the leaves turn like a liquid. Then I would just swallow it really quick. So the inside of my mouth would be fucked to hell. But I think I'd survive if I did that.
Dude, I think that there have been times where I've gotten like bad poison ivy on like my right heel and it's like ruined my night before. So having that all, and now I'm not saying I'm a Mr. Tough guy, right? That's a pretty soft statement right there. Okay. But like to put that in my mouth, God, as long as I wouldn't die, I'd probably have to go with the wasp.
There's no guarantees. You might fuck. I'm doing poison ivy. What are you gonna do?
God, I don't know, dude. I don't know.
For the record, I've legit have never had poison ivy, so I do not know how bad it hurts. Again, I might not be allergic to it. I don't know what happens with it. I promise you, literally, I've never had it.
We're not laughing at that. We're laughing at how you do.
Wasps, though. Wasps. I've got stung behind the freaking ear. That shit hurts. So I don't know. That's tough.
Remember when we put that dog collar on your neck and we fucking shocked it?
Yeah, sure. And then, do you remember the little tennis racket that shocks you too?
Bug swatter.
I was like, shit, that hurt.
That fucking hurt. All right. Anyways, boys. Oh, one more open question. Then we got the open forum.
That's brutal.
Yeah, it was funny. We put a dog collar on. We zoomed in. His fucking neck just started pulsating by itself. Like it was just like a physical reaction to the whole thing.
You put an actual dog collar on.
Not for like a shock collar.
Yeah,
I know what you meant.
Yeah, not like around my neck. We just put a little electric thing to my neck.
Oh yeah, we zapped him though. It was fun.
Yeah, I mean you got it in return though too.
I still got some videos on my Snapchat. You know?
Yeah.
Anyways, I've been wanting to ask this question for the whole season. We're almost to the picks here, boys. This is a busy episode. I've been wanting to ask this question all season, but I didn't really find a good way to it. I'm actually curious. This is more of a question for me than you guys. What is your absolute worst least ideal death scenario. I know like some people are horrified of drowning. Like I know me and Mitchy, we talked about this a little bit with like the USS Indianapolis. Shout out History Hyenas, great guys. What's like your least, like your worst possible nightmare death scenario for you personally? Again, this is a sports gambling show.
Okay, I got what you're saying.
Sarcasm.
Yeah, very funny, very funny. I thought you were like trying to lead us into a like. Anyway, I think I have to like. I mean, dude, I think it's like if I'm surrounded by either
You told me.
massive, venomous snake or snakes, probably a pit of snakes or like alligators, crocodile, like that type. So something like that where I get eaten alive by one of those animals. I think that's. I mean, there's plenty. I mean, there's a ton of examples. The USS Indianapolis, what happened there? That's like that would be worse for sure because those guys are there for days and whatever. You have to look it up. It's a wild story. But I think it would be. I'd have to go snake pit.
I'm between being burned.
All right, Nady's trying to freaking switch it back. I'm gonna lose my mind on this kid. Sorry, go ahead.
Fuck himself.
I'd say either by fire. Don't think that'd be fun. Being burned alive, that's tough. Or also being buried alive. Like just trying to think of like everything, like literally just underground, just can't move, can't get air.
Oh God, what's that movie with Ryan Reynolds where he gets buried in like that? You know what movie I'm talking about? It's like
It's not cheap, he knows it.
it's on. Yeah, Mitchy doesn't know. He's never seen the movie in his life. It's on Netflix. It's got Ryan Reynolds in it. It's like early 2010s. Because someone Google that for me. He's buried alive. Just type in Ryan Reynolds buried alive movie. What comes up? What's that? What's the name of that? Oh, you want a movie that'll make your nuts sweat? Oh, watch that movie. I don't like that.
When we found out it's called Buried Alive.
But no, it's not that simple. I think it's called like.
I promise you, it is called Buried.
It's called Buried.
Buried.
Are you promising me that before you've looked it up?
Nope.
Hey, is that what you just saw last night?
No, I watched 3 Days Away. It's got a Russell Crowe in it and Elizabeth Banks. She's pretty fucking hot, by the way. And
yeah, that was a great moment. So the fans know we're waiting for Antony for hours upon hours to get on this poker game because he's watching the movie. And he gets on and he's talking about, oh, it was this chick that was in, blah, 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 blah. He's listening to all these things. And and everyone's like, I feel like I might know who it is. And he pulls it up. And you would have thought he said Jennifer Aniston, right? He's like, oh, it's Elizabeth Banks.
Elizabeth Banks. I know Elizabeth Banks.
I would love a poll for how many people know who Elizabeth Banks is.
If you saw her face, you'd know who Elizabeth Banks is. Huh? Am I the only one who fucking Googles this, Ryan?
It's one or the other.
Buried.
I couldn't think of her name.
Yeah, it's called Buried. It's called Buried. Thanks for the fucking help, Lenny. Elizabeth Banks. Watch.
I'm going to backtrack on what you just said there.
I don't know what you're talking about. There's Elizabeth Banks. Look, there's Elizabeth Banks. You've seen her in a bunch of movies.
Right. Okay, so I have. But the point is, you had her face and you couldn't think of her name, and you were trying to tell everybody who it was. But, and then you found, it's Elizabeth Banks. And my point was we wouldn't have known that without the face.
Maybe mute yourself, buddy. Just a little professional. She's 46 years old. Man, I would. She's a pretty lady. 5'5". I don't trust girls that are under 5'7". All right, that's just a general rule, but she's pretty cool. Anyways, boys, the Super Bowl is right around the corner. Let's jump into it. Open forums. Did you guys hear that the Super Bowl is coming up? It's a little game they do every year or something like that. Kansas City Chiefs are laying 3 points in this game. The total is 56.5. I have some cool little talking nuggets. I have 2 cool little nuggets to inspire talking and conversation as the host and creator of the Next Gen of Gens. Obviously, you both work for me, as the fans and you guys, of course, know. If you have any commentary on that, it's it's simple. You work for me. Very simple. Anyways, the Super Bowl is on. Mitchy, long days. Why don't you go ahead and say a few things? Lenny's going to say a few things, and then we'll have a little open forum about the Super Bowl, our thoughts on it. What do you boys say about that, huh?
Yeah, I would say, first of all, 3. I thought it was 3.5.
No, it's 3. Let's check the Fine Line Sportsbook. I'll look that up real quick.
Oh, yes,
I'll
absolutely.
talk about them later. They're paying us money to endorse their products or services. If you don't know what that means, it's called an endorsement of their, that's how that works.
Yes, sir. I actually have a suggestion for our pal, our official friend of the show, for a theme song for Fine Lines.
What's that?
We'll get there. I'm gonna get it pulled up and make sure I have the right. It's a little chorus, but anyway. I really want to say I know for sure the line opened at 3.5. I would be. It's been driven down to 3.
I think every book says 3.
I did see somebody. I can't even remember what you said. General commentary. I don't know what that means. Am I giving my pick here? Or no? Here's my comment.
Super Bowl.
You want me to pick the Super Bowl?
No, don't be Mitchy long days, but give me some thoughts. What do you think's going to win? We'll have some constructive feedback. We'll talk. We'll go back and forth.
We have no idea what we're doing here, Cole.
And I got a few nuggets.
What is it? Shut up.
Huh?
$2.3 million bet placed on Bucs plus 3.5. Largest bet placed on this Super Bowl this year so far. So I'm sure that guy will get one-upped by somebody on Reddit or something. But anyway, 2.3 placed on the Bucs plus 3.5. I just think the Chiefs are too good. I think they're too good. I love Tom Brady, and I love the whole kind of he just finds a way like over and over and over again. And I would not be surprised. I'm not going to pick both sides. I'm going to pick the Chiefs. I would not be surprised. At last minute, I might just bet the Bucs and just get excited and root for them. But if I were to give an honest, what do I really think is going to happen pick, I think the Chiefs will do what they always do. And I think it'll be a close game, but they'll go down at one point for sure. And then they'll come back. And then I think they'll win by 4 to 8, somewhere in that range. Maybe a 28-24, something like that.
Okay, so the Chiefs are going to do what they always do, and that's cover, I'm assuming, right? What have they done one time out of their last 10 games, Mitchy?
No, they're going to do what they always do, which is go down and end up winning the football game.
Yeah, but you're going to take Chiefs -3. That's your position?
How many times when you say they need to cover, you're forgetting that they're the best team in the NFL, so they have harder lines to cover. So how many times have they been? Yes, they do. How many times have they been a 3-point favorite? Hardly. I feel they're always 7. They
were favored by 3 against the fucking Saints. Couple,
When was that? They didn't play the Saints this year, did they? Oh, yes, they did. Yes, they did.
$1,500. I put $2,000 on that game. I think I know about the fucking Saints.
What did they win by 2?
They won by 3. So that was a push. 32-29. I remember that game.
How about the last time they played the Bucs? I don't think they
won by 3, 27-24.
Right. Was that a 3-point spread?
That was 3.5 because I took Bucs plus 3.5.
Okay, so last time they played them, it was 27-24. My pick was I think the Chiefs will do what they always do, and my pick ended up being 28-24.
I don't know about that.
Then you come back with.
Hey, by the way, we got a friend of the show that's calling in right now, real quick. Hey, Southtown Bets. How are you doing, Southtown Bets?
Oh, thank you for pronouncing.
Yeah, you're on the show right now, Southtown Bets. You're on the Degenerates +3 recording. Got any hot picks for us?
Southtown.
Oh, yeah. Purdue moneyline, boys.
Who? Wait, what money line?
Purdue moneyline.
Purdue?
Purdue moneyline, -135.
Jot that down. Jot that down. Purdue moneyline. When are they playing?
What time is that game?
Okay, what time is that out?
7 o'clock, I believe.
Okay, we got time. Purdue moneyline. South, by the way, guys, just so you know, Preppy Bets died in a fire. He's fucking dead. He died. This is Southtown Bets. He's a good kid.
Yeah, what happened to Preppy?
Yeah, he fucking died, if you can believe that, Southtown. He fucking died. No longer with us. He was a friend of the show before he expired.
Hey, Southtown Mitchy Steez.
No, I heard he was pussy to get on the show, too.
Yeah, he's a
come on the show.
big bitch. That's what that was. Hey, Mitchy, what were you saying?
Yeah, I was going to say, Southtown, good to meet you, sir. Good to meet you. I'm actually very intrigued by this pick. I trust you. I like Purdue money line. Can you give me one reason why? What's the reason why you like them?
Yeah, give him a reason, Southtown Bets.
They have a 7'2" player on their team. What more is there to tell you?
Is that guy black or white?
Haas?
He is white.
He's a white guy. You got. I don't know if you can trust that.
He's not Jewish. He's not Jewish.
He's a non-Jewish white guy.
So you can trust him.
That's a good point. Can't trust the Jews. That's a Southtown Bets quote. That's coming right from his mouth, folks.
No, that did not come from my mouth.
You literally just said it. You said you can't trust the Jews. So
You're gonna have to go back and watch that.
I'm going to listen to it. I'm having a live conversation. Am I losing my mind, boys? This guy just said he can't trust Jews, huh?
Yes, we won't let him do that to you, Southtown.
Don't worry. I'm messing with you, Southtown.
Don't worry.
Oh, my boy just texted me. He's making adjustments to the model, so NBA should be a great fucking night
Let's
tonight.
fucking go, baby. We're going to bet this heavy. Don't worry. Anyways, we're in the middle of the recording here, though, Southtown. We're talking on the Super Bowl. Why don't you give us a pick? Who's going to win it?
Well, first of all, let's skip that part and go to the most important part of the night of the Super Bowl, the coin toss.
Oh, yeah. Give us a lot.
I was speaking to this guy Brady a lot about the coin toss.
Yeah.
We both think tails never fails.
Never fails. So you're going to your official stance is tails? You leaning tails? Where do you lean?
Yeah, well, look back at my stats. The Super Bowl, it's a 45% chance heads hits. So, I mean, I'm thinking tails, right?
Never
That's the
fails.
lean.
Tails never fail. So simple. I'm probably gonna put.
Southtown, are you so we go tails. Are you a over under on the anthem time or how long it takes? That one that's how long it takes the announcer to say
Over's a
something
lot. The over's
after
a
they win
lot.
the championship. You know what I'm talking about? It's like,
The anthem.
Who's singing, Mitchy?
huh?
Who's singing?
I don't know.
Tell me right now.
I was
It's a-
asking, does he like that bet?
Yeah, what do you like on a bet, Southtown?
Dude, I gotta look this thing in first before. I mean, that's the most important part. I got fucked last year on the under. I'm pretty sure.
Dude, it's a COVID year that she's gonna be like, to all the victims, blah blah blah. It's gonna definitely go over. It's
And
gonna
does that count though? And should we just kick this kid Lenny off?
yeah, he's just being a fucking punk bitch down there sleeping.
Demi Lovato is singing this shit again.
Yeah, she's I think a heroin addict, right?
Wow.
Yeah, her and Lenny. Yeah. I'm not making a joke, Mitchy. I would never joke about that. Why would you think I'm joking about that?
Man.
I don't know. But does that, so you're saying if she gets up there and she says, now, before I go, guys, I want to make a statement about social,
But he's a total lip cuck, so she'll probably be like, Orange Man, bad, and before I sing this, yeah, you know?
Yeah, she's gonna get down on one knee, raise her fist up, and make a tribute.
Yeah.
does that count? As soon as you start to say, and then boom.
I mean, as you should. Obviously, white privilege is a real thing. That's a Southtown. What's your stance on racial matters in the United States, Southtown Bets?
Touchy subject there, huh?
Yeah, why don't you give us your stance?
My stance is this: we were all created equal.
Under who?
Does that mean under God?
Whoa, this
Does that
guy's
mean we were
religious. Whoa.
You can't, Southtown?
equal back in the 1800s? No, we were not.
Yeah. What's your
But now we are equal now. I don't think there's such a thing as someone having an upper advantage because white people are the second highest poverty behind blacks in the country.
Yeah.
Ooh, interesting.
Lenny calls them Afro-Americans. Isn't that kind of disrespectful?
That is fucking horrible.
Yeah, what the fuck? Anyway, yeah,
And
Lenny's
he's over here betting on majority African Americans, and he's calling them Afro-Americans.
No, well, Lenny doesn't bet because he doesn't have a sports book. He's like the least degenerate person on the fucking show. Can you imagine being on a gambling show every week and you're not even a gambler?
Yeah, I can't. You need to get him off there and have me permanently on.
Ooh, I like that idea. Anyway, Southtown, we're in the middle of a show, Bob. Give us a pick or two, and we'll bounce here, huh?
Hang on for a second. Just give me a second. I'm sending out people who are buying daily cards right now.
Yeah, we're literally in the middle of the show, though. Yeah, we're like in the middle of the show. Maybe go ahead.
Let me get you a hockey parlay, courtesy of Dan the Man,
Dan the
Ivy
Man.
grad.
Jot this down. Hockey parlay.
All right, you ready, DJs? Here we go. Rangers money line and Canadians money line.
Okay. Jot the Rangers, Canadians, money line, parlor 'em.
I just don't see how we lose it.
I love it. Well, anyways, Southtown Bets, we're going to let you go here, Bub. It was real. Thanks for calling in. This was a good talk.
Oh yeah, I heard my guy Keith Oysters was joining the show tonight.
Yeah, Keith Oysters, who's totally not you, right?
I had to save that motherfucker out of a bad hole.
For sure. And yeah, by the way, not Preppy, Southtown's Bets. He's going to be the inaugural first guest on Making a Degenerate, which is the hit new gambling interviewing show, which is pretty cool. Anyway, Southtown Bets. We're in the middle of we got to go here, Bob. I'll talk to you. I'll give you a call after this thing, all right?
All right, sounds good, buddy.
All right, see you, buddy. Lenny, thanks for being so engaged during that when we have our, second caller ever. Anyways, Mitchy, you were talking about the Super Bowl. You don't think you don't think the Chiefs can lose. I think that's a good pick. Lenny, how about you add some value to our content?
Yeah. So, in all honesty, fucking Antony and Mitchy just did not give me a heads up on like what games we were doing this week or nothing. So I was like, "The fuck are we doing this week?" And
yeah, one game of the week. Is that your joke of the week?
It's not my joke of the week. No.
Okay, well, it made me laugh because it was so funny.
Good. Anyway, it's hard to bet against Tom Brady. He's a man, and I should have took my own advice the whole freaking whole playoffs because I was kept saying it's hard to bet against Tom Brady and kept betting against him, and then I lost and lost and lost and lost. And but I do have to say the Chiefs look freaking good. So I'm in the middle here. I'm just gonna be a fan for the show or fan for the game, whatever. That's my take. I'm gonna be a fan.
Excellent. That was so great. By the way, fun nugget here, boys. I'm gonna give you some nuggets to inspire talking points. That's what a host.
Yeah, let's do that. Huh?
Tampa is the only team to host and play in a Super Bowl. That's pretty cool, huh? No other team's ever done that before. Like if they've hosted it and play. Any commentary on that, Mitchy?
Yeah, it's just ironic that they're gonna do it with no fans. Do we have an idea of how many fans they're gonna? I feel like it's been expanding a little bit.
They're only letting in if you're a nurse who has at least 6,000 followers on TikTok. Those are the only nurses that are going to be let in. Only frontline workers who have 6,000 followers on TikTok.
I sometimes forget what program I'm on when I ask legitimate questions. So, yeah. All right. So anyway, I think that's it. Even if they would have been a legit home game, it is ironic. I heard Big Cat, one of the faves talking about this.
Ironic.
You know what is also ironic? How we got one game to cover, and I was told, "Hey, 20 minutes," and we're now on minute 35 of one game.
Yeah, it's called content.
We got a lot of segment stuff to do still.
Oh, by the way, Colts kicker Matt Stover took the field for Super Bowl XLIV at 42 years old, making him the oldest player to play in a Super Bowl. This year, 43-year-old Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have made it to the Super Bowl. Tom Brady is officially the oldest player that's ever played in a Super Bowl game. Pretty cool. Also a little nugget. Huh?
He has not played yet. Something could happen over the next week.
Good point. Although probably unlikely. So,
I mean, it's probably unlikely that Kobe Bryant died in a helicopter.
Hey, let's. Come on, a man died.
Never know.
I don't know how we got to that. I'm gonna let you guys know because I'm gonna put myself on notice here. So we got 2 minutes to go, ladies and gents, and my current bet with Penn State, Wisconsin.
What's happening?
It's the total is 138. That's what I got it at.
Ooh.
The teams are at 131.
Oh, well, give us some live updates as they come in, will you? Yeah. Mitch, you're gonna like this.
That's why I brought it up.
Guess where the Lombardi? Right, a little trivia for you. Where's the Lombardi Trophy's name come from?
Oh, come on, man. Come on.
That's such a disrespectful question.
Well, why don't you answer it if it's so easy?
Vince Lombardi.
Okay. Well, every year that's made by Tiffany & Company. It's valued at about $50,000. Well, trivia for you guys. How heavy is that trophy?
42 pounds.
Oh.
42 pounds.
I'm going to say it's...
So Lenny's first guess is 42. Now, keep in mind, many players hold it with one hand, but
42. They're massive guys. I'm gonna say 15.
7 pounds. Pretty light. Yeah, $50,000. Oh, here's a little nugget for you. Inspire some commentary. Tom Brady's won the coveted MVP award 4 times, ahead of Joe Montana's 3. This is actually interesting, though. Linebacker Chuck Howley is the only player to win MVP for the Super Bowl on a losing team when his Cowboys were defeated by the Baltimore Colts in Super Bowl V. Pretty cool.
For the fans that don't know where numerals.
Sure about that?
B is 5, yes.
I was testing you. You got it. And can you name me, boys? This is actually fun trivia. I was going to just read these to you. Who are the four teams that have never made a Super Bowl appearance? Who are the 4 teams?
Cleveland Browns.
That's one of them. Name me 3 others.
Jacksonville, Detroit Lions.
There's one more. Jacksonville, Cleveland, Detroit, and the Super Bowl appearance.
Sorry, Mitch. I'm going to go with the Bengals.
No. They've been there twice. They lost both times. But hang on.
The 49ers twice. This is a good trivia question.
Texans.
You got it. Boom. They're like, newest ones that never made it there.
Yeah.
By the way, we're going to talk about the Texans on a future.
Fellas, we're getting into foul territory.
Ooh, how much money do you have in this game, Mitchy?
I can't remember.
Is it like more than $20?
Can't remember, ain't.
What book did you use to place the bet in, Mitchy?
Oh, we use fine lines, of course.
Why don't you just log in and check it real quick, Bob?
I know. I'm just not disclosing that info.
Oh, so you know what it is. Why would you lie to the fans?
I thought it was pretty clear that I was just joking, and I'm not telling.
Well, I have Asperger's, so I can't pick up.
Oh,
Times. You miss a shot?
yeah.
Uh-oh.
Are they gonna? They're gonna just keep fouling, though. I think. Let them run the clock out, huh? What do you say?
Anyways, boys, here's what I'm gonna say about this game. This game reminds me a lot about from that Broncos Seahawks game a few years ago. Me and Mitchy talked about that in the morning after last episode. Number 1 offense going up against the number 1 defense. You know what happened in that game? Defense won 43-8. The Bucs have a kick-ass D. The Chiefs, last time I checked, have an okay offense, and the Bucs get a lot of takeaways. I have been absolutely fucked by the Bucs the last couple weeks. All right, I keep betting against Tom Brady. Guess what, fuckers? I'm not betting against Tom Brady this week, right? I bet him against the Saints, killed me. I bet him against the Packers, they killed me. Earlier in the season, 27-24, and the Chiefs won that one. But the Chiefs, that's a misleading game, boys. The Chiefs dominated. Remember in that game how Tyreek Hill had like 215 yards in the first quarter? Y'all remember that? That's pretty crazy. And that's my pick. I'm going to take the Chiefs money line. That's my official pick. I'm taking the money line. That's my mortal. That's my everything. I think it's going to be a push. I want Chiefs money line. I'm going to put a bunch of money in that game, boys.
Hey, you know what that number 1 defense against number 1 offense reminds me of?
What's that, Bob?
When I was growing up playing sports, I had a shirt that says offense wins games, but defense wins championships. So
That's probably the dumbest thing I've ever heard of, because a championship and a game are the same thing.
negative.
They're both games.
But one's a game and one's a championship.
Boys, this is what's killer is teams are out of the game and they keep fouling. Like they're
How much money do you have on this game, you fucking degenerate?
I just haven't lost it. I haven't won a bet in forever, man. I'm like,
Are you saying that because you don't want to jinx it? You don't want to jinx you don't want to tell the fans the financial amount you put on it.
I just don't care to say that. No.
I put $300 on the Jazz last night. I'll say it.
Boys, we're at 135 with a minute left.
Look at you actually sweating. Oh, baby. Oh, by the way, I think this is a good opportunity for an ad read while Mitchy is at his most chaotic. Hey, Mitchy Steez, what sports book do you use by chance?
Fine Line Sportsbook. Are you kidding me? I only use
Fine
ones that are incredibly easy, that are trustworthy, and that give moments like this when you're on the edge of your seat.
Yeah. Fine Line Sportsbook. We've dumped all of our other sponsorships, as Mitchy knows. Liberty Mutual, I got an update for you boys. Now, what about the Home Depot? You can suck my balls. That's what you guys can do. Here's what I'm going to say about Fine Line Sportsbook, boys. I had a question for you. Do you live in a state where you can't bet legally because of bullshit politicians?
Yes.
Are you 20 years old, but you can't bet in a state that is legal? Well, don't worry, baby. Here's what we do. You're going to go ahead and follow at Fine Lines Sports on Instagram. And Lenny, if they don't have an Instagram, what should they do?
Text them.
I was gonna say grow up. Yeah, but yeah, if you don't have an Instagram, text Dave at Fine Line Sports 201-503-4151 and let Dave, aka Mr. Lines, to set up an account. Make a deposit. Mitchy, what cash service do you use? I use Venmo. What about you?
Yeah, I'm a Venmo guy. Super, super easy. And yeah, our boy will hook you up. And they got, they got some different prop bets. They got overs and unders. They got the spread. He has an awesome live betting set up on there as well. I don't know if you've seen that, but I've never seen anything like it on any other service where you can go it's live betting, but there's like a bunch of different live spreads you can choose from. Usually what I've seen is just like, this is the live spread, but he gives like 15 different ones.
What the fuck are you talking about? I thought I didn't see that. I thought you could just use I thought it just says like it updates as the game goes on. You tell me you can adjust the lines on the live spreads on the site?
I'm saying, so the other night I live took SMU minus 8.5, which at the time was a really sharp bet that I ended up losing. But I took that, and I could have at different odds taken SMU at minus 10.5.
Oh, I didn't fucking know that. I didn't know the other books. That's pretty cool.
By the way, guys, I'm going to lose this bet.
How many bets have you lost in a row now? Is that 11?
Like a million.
By the way, Fine Lines is going to make more money off of Mitchy alone than any amount of money they give us to endorse the product or service. That's awesome. Oh, yeah, make a deposit, though.
He's got to miss both these free throws. Right? He made one. There we go. Okay, it's a push right now with 51 seconds left.
All right, and the Super Bowl. Yeah, let's go. Woo, Super Bowl.
We already did the Super Bowl. Well, what's your pick, Lenny?
Well, the Chiefs are 1-7-1 against the spread in their last 9 games as a favorite.
Appointment roll. I'm guessing.
All right, I officially lost.
Glad we can enjoy that together. That was good. That brought some excitement to my night.
Really bullshit. You know what else is bullshit about it? You know what else makes me fellas is that on Gamecast, okay, just a second ago, a Wisconsin guy missed a shot. And then it was like Wisconsin offensive rebound. Okay. And then no update for like 2 minutes. And I'm like, oh, I bet they're missing a bunch of shots. Something would update. No time went off the clock. There was just a foul in Wisconsin.
What are you going to do?
What are we going to do?
This is why you should join Fine Lines. You get that. I
think this is not a good, this is a bad. Anyways. Fine Line is going to take all your fucking money, so bet with them, all right? Or anything like Mitchy Steez. Anyways, Cash App, Venmo, Apple Pay. He says PayPal stinks, which I agree.
I'm taking the Bucs.
Bucs plus 3?
Yep, taking the Bucs plus 3. I'm not going to go against Brady.
Tell Mitchy and Antony sent you.
Yeah. By the way, I was going to say that. When you mention that you know the next gen to Gen Boys, you're going to get a 20% bonus.
Ooh.
On your first deposit. It's going to be marked as free play. So if you put $500 in, Fine Line's going to give you $100 in free play. Now, Lenny, how does free play work on most big books like MyBookie? Those fucking
Now free play will freaking reel your dick in and make you freaking bend over twice and
it's gonna reel your dick in.
And give you your left arm for it too. Free play sucks on most betting sites because what happens with free play is you get to play with it free. But then there's a thing called rollover where if you have like, say $100, 5 times your rollover means that you got to bet $500 before you can take any of that money out. So they're reeling your dick in, bending you over, fucking you in the ass twice, taking your left. Kind of like Burner Tanner though. Tanner Burner or whatever his name was. Brent Turner. Whatever his name was.
So close.
Close. It was close enough.
Rock Turner.
Burner Tanner.
Notable rapist, yeah. Let's maybe not mention serial rapists here.
But Fine Line Sports, none of that. Fine Line Sports is where it's at.
Anyways, yeah, you get a 20% bonus. You bet your free play, you win it one time, it's cash you can take out. Free money.
Boom, bang, boom.
Log in, read the rules, place your bets. And by the way, Mitchy and I grilled Dave on this. Mitchy remembers this when he reached out originally. We asked him a million questions because sometimes smaller books are pretty scammy. Here's the thing, guys. You bet it, you win it. Just text Dave. He'll send you your money whenever you want. There's no 30 to 60 day holdings on your money like some offshore accounts do. You bet it, you win it. Mitchy never wins. Text Dave. He'll send you your money whenever you want. There are zero barriers between you and your money. It's pretty cool. And honestly, boys, I'm telling you what, I'm using this fine line shit more than my bigger books. Because I know Dave was like, oh, I wish it was a little bit more, he doesn't like loves the interface. I fucking love the interface. It's so simple. It's so simple. It's so easy to use. He's got horse betting. He's got live bets. He's got a casino. I'm afraid to use that because I'm a degen. I'm going to lose a lot of money on blackjack. Mitchy, you want to do a little thing where you and I play blackjack together, record it, make some content? That'd be fun. Have fun. Anyways, Fine Line Sportsbook. Any extra commentary on that, Lenny? By the way, Lenny, how much money are you making off the product endorsement that Fine Line's paying us?
A lot.
Yeah, it's gonna be $0. We're not gonna pay you anything.
Nice.
No, we're kidding. We'll throw you a bone. Speaking of bones, what's your shout out, boys? Give me a shout out.
Dude, I was waiting for this shout out. I've been thinking all day about it. Not even all day. I've been thinking all week about my shout out here. My shout out goes to Mr. Rudy Giuliani. And the reason why.
Whoa.
Rudy Giuliani here. And the reason why, not probably for what you're thinking, but for the reasoning of bringing down the mob bosses in the 80s. He did a great job with that. I watched Fear City recently. Fear City, great episode. A lot of the mobsters, by the way, Antony, they remember me a lot like you. I heard the tough guy in that.
Oh.
I heard that single phrase in that series more than I've heard it any other time besides when I'm talking with you. Because every time I talk to you, say, hey, what are you, a tough guy or something? I heard tough guy like 18,000 times in the episode. Good episode. But Rudy Giuliani, he's a great guy for taking down the mob bosses. It was like, holy shit, what's going to be happening next? And however, in the mob's defense, the mobs are part of the reason why Manhattan and New York City is as boisterous as it is today. So they did a good job developing the city, which is cool. Obviously made one of the most world's biggest cities.
Where are you just going to keep talking about mob bosses?
But the mob bosses are pretty cool. We got Fat Tony. The Fat Tony was a guy there. We got Antony, or actually, I think there was an Antony. I think. I don't quote me on it. I think. But we got Big Pete. We got the Big Man. We had another Fat Tony or Tony something. I don't know what it was. But Rudy Giuliani brought down those fucking mob bosses. It's a pretty dope show.
Yeah, I had a few uncles, a few cousins in that. Thanks for giving a shout out to the guy who put him in prison. I appreciate that, bud. That's awesome.
They didn't make it to prison. Someone got shot on the street, like Uncle Pete.
That's so cool.
Yeah. Sick. You should watch it.
Maybe I'll call Tony Bag of Donuts and then put a hit on a fucking prick. Mitchy, give us a shout out here, huh? I'll go first. Mitchy's distraught because he's a gambling addict. Shout out Dogecoin. All right.
All right.
I don't know what Dogecoin is. I don't know how it works. Pretty sure it's fake, but I want it. It's got a cool name. People on the internet are talking about it. And I want to be a cool guy on the internet too. So I want shout out Dogecoin. You got to buy the dip, as they say, right? Buy the dip. Mitchy, go ahead and give us a little
Right
shout.
now, is not dipping, to be honest.
I dipped last night.
Yeah.
All right.
Shout out Fine Lines for giving me, reasons to get really excited every night and get my, heart broken here and there. But a lot of fun. I'm right back wetting the beak again. So I'm going to go ahead and shout out Tennessee and Kansas basketball. They tip in 55 minutes, and they will combine to score more than 61 points in the first half.
You just bet that now?
Yeah.
Wait, what are you taking in that one?
Hey, here's some free extra publicity for our friend at Fine Lines. I bet $50, but I basically didn't bet any because I've been with his service for like 5 minutes. The kid just gives away free play like it's nothing. It's the best service to work through.
He gave you more free play?
Yeah, he literally. So look, he goes out of his way for his client. He texted me today. He's like, by the way, you still have your free play. You're up to $50 now. He told me he was giving me 20 when I started, and then just I guess when you just lose every bet, he's like, oh, I'll give you more. I don't know how I earned it. I felt like in other places you have to like win bets or something like that. Maybe it's just volume of bets, even if they are all L's.
Nicky could read between the lines and know Mitchy fucking sucks at this. So I'm gonna. You're what he calls a priority client, probably.
This is just a bad. Yeah, no fans out. This is just a bad streak. I've had I've had a very average run on throwing money on games throughout my career. I'm not gonna say I'm great, but I'm not nearly as bad as the past 6 attempts.
Who are you taking in this Kansas game? The under?
Yeah.
Take the over. I'm taking the over in that one.
The coin toss to be tails.
I'm taking tails. I'm gonna probably put like $100 on tails.
Also, just mousetrapped you, so you told the fans to bet what I bet. It is over 61 first half, and I will say, cardinal rule to not do is to bet on a game when you flip-flopped on it like 17 times in your mind. That's what I just did over the past 5 minutes. Now it's gonna go under. Now it's gonna go over. I looked up some past game logs, and it's gonna go over.
Remember the under. My grow up this week. Grow up, Lenny. That's my grow up. Simple. Come on, guys. You've been a sack of shit. Grow up. All right. Anyways, boys, we're almost done with the show here. We just got to do some fun stuff. And Lenny's gonna do a beer chug. We'll do some math and trivia and spelling and go from there. By the way,
and Lenny gets political this week too.
Lenny get political. Lenny. Hot numbers. Nicky Ravioli. He didn't give us his numbers last week because he was probably knee deep in some penis. Openly gay man, Nicky is, right? We love him though for another show, you know. Hot numbers this week: 6, 22, 21, 54,
82.
72. Those are the hot numbers this week: 6, 22, 21, 54, 72. And I asked him, hey, what were your numbers last week? 27, 45, 12, 26, and 2. So those are his numbers for last week if you want to retroactively use them. All right. Mitch, you got a movie review for us here, bud? Keep the fans entertained. They're sitting on the edge of their seat, bud.
No, I don't have one.
I don't know why we even have that segment in the show. Hasn't watched a movie in 3 fucking weeks. Lenny, why don't you go and get political for the fans since Mitchy's just a sack of shit, huh?
Dude, I was looking forward to that this week, man. I haven't heard a movie review.
Give us a review. What's one movie you watched in your life? Give us a movie review, huh?
Here, Lenny, why don't you get political first? I'll think.
Get political so we can Google a movie.
I want to be involved with this political conversation here. It's a good one. I typed up. I
Googling anything. I'll be listening to what you said. I'm just trying
to type up my notes this week. You guys already bitch and complain about why I don't have my show notes ready. I'm like, the fuck am I doing?
Oh yeah, come on.
And I got my show notes typed up this week. So anyway, let me set the stage for you. Hey, let me set the stage. It's October 15th. 2020, right?
Yeah.
A couple months ago. And Joe Biden is on some TV channel, doing his campaign run and all that, about how he actually says how some of his Republican and some of his Democratic friends say, well, if you can't get the votes by executive order, you're gonna do something. And things you can't do by an executive order unless you're a dictator. We're a democracy. We need consensus. Okay, so those are
we're a constitutional republic.
Not those were his words, word by word, not my words. His words. I'm just setting the stage. October 15th. That's what he just said. Fast forward, January 20th. Right. So last week, Joe Biden gets naming his votes for some, but he gets sworn in as obviously the president. First week being on the job. So a week goes on, right? And good old Joe has signed, I believe, 40, count them up, executive orders, proclamations, and memorandums in the first week. He had 19 in his first 3 days. So is Joe Biden is Joe Biden a dictator? I don't know. The signs are looking like it by his own verbiage of saying it. I know we're going to get a little more political here. I saw, Antony, you checking your watch. We're going to take like 10 minutes on the segment.
Why don't you give us a fucking take instead of reading us a fucking textbook, you piece of...
No, I'm saying that it's like...
What's your take on that? Give us what's your fucking take?
The take. Give the guy a break. The take is, is Joe Biden a dictator?
Yeah, if you freaking listen up and open up your ears, you'd hear it. Thank you, Mitchy. I'm saying, is Joe Biden a dictator? It sounds like he is. I mean, like, shit, he signed 40 executive orders his first week on the job. Do you know how many?
Well, how about I get political? Why don't we commentate? Mitchy wants to commentate on. They just going fucking bullet to bullet to bullet, huh?
All right, go for it. I got like 4 points here in my political.
Mitchy, you got any commentary on that?
I think they're all the politicians are just so insufferable with just how hypocritical they are. I mean, it's just like one thing I will say on both of them. You're such a douchebag, Antony. You literally are. You are the worst.
Oh my douchebag! What are you talking about?
Ever. You won't even let people finish, and you're like, what a take! Like you're about to come in over the top with some like amazing thing. I didn't get done with my sentence yet.
Well, you're Mitchy Long Days. How about you fucking hurry the sentence up? You're over there with your pregnant fucking pauses, huh? I'm trying to hurry this thing up.
Oh no, we got plenty of time. Don't worry about it.
We got plenty of time. Mitchy, why don't you finish your take? I'm not going to interrupt.
Okay.
I vehemently disagree. Anyways, go on. I'm gonna mute myself and mute it. Right.
Glad the guy's talking off the show.
Let's enjoy this moment where he literally can't talk. All right. God, I agree with you, Lenny. That's a little bit fishy.
Oh my God, Mitch.
Fucking. I'm sorry, that fucking dumb.
So that's my take.
That was a great take, Mitchy.
All right. Anyway, moving past that, do you have anything to add on top of that?
No, I mean it's.
Well, anyway, back to getting political.
Oh, you don't have anything to say, really?
I do.
Clown show. You clown show. I do. You didn't give me a chance to even talk, and then you're like, "Oh, what a take," and then nothing for me to really add.
No, he's not signing these. It's the puppet. It's the Democratic Party puppet. They've got his hands up his butt. They're the ones signing it. He's just a placeholder.
Well, is he a dictator then? Who knows, man? I mean, I used the one signing it the other day. He said, "I don't know what I'm signing," and signed it. Boom. See ya later. But anyway, just by the stroke of a pen, by a signature of a pen, millions of jobs have already been lost. I watched this. I watched this color fella, get a bit emotional on a video I watched the other day. He was a construction worker, hard on, and I was watching it. He goes, I was watching it, and it got very emotional. He was like,
"We're just not gonna fucking talk about that. What the fuck?"
Anyway. Back to political Lenny over here, and I was watching it. He got emotional. He was like, "Hey, by a signature of a freaking pen, he's gonna lose his job," which I was like, "Damn, that freaking sucks." But on top of that, he also just got a new car because he was thinking he was gonna have this job. He got a 6-year deal on it, and now he's gonna have to sell a car probably, and he wasn't even sure on like how he's gonna pay his mortgage next month either. I was like, "Damn, that's just a tough situation." Overall frustration. I felt the pain in the video. I was like, "Damn, man, I feel that. That's tough." Anyway, on top of that, moving past that, also with the hypocrisy.
Does that man by chance look anything like this? I'm trying to figure out.
No. Anyway, California, great state of California. After they've been on lockdown for months and months and months and months, apparently COVID's not a thing anymore, and they're opening back up. They opened back up on their worst day of COVID cases, as many as they had. Absolutely disgusting with what's happening. With people's ruining lives, okay? Livelihoods and lives, absolutely disgusting for your own political take again. Now, regret voting for Joe Biden is now a Google search as well. Regret voting Joe Biden is now a Google search. Oh my gosh, and this next one, holy freaking crap. This one, it just gets my gears going. This one grinds my fucking gears. Actually, it's kind of ironic. There's a press secretary, Jen Pansky, okay? Like, what the fuck are you doing what are we doing in the fucking first grade? Learning about the wheels go on the bus go round and round, okay? She is the press secretary for the United States president, right? Crying out loud. What the hell did I do? Anyway, every single question,
Can I riff with you for a sec on that one?
Yeah. I got a whole segment here. I don't know what I put in my notes here, but yeah, go for it.
There was a joke in my office. I don't know. We didn't like make it up, but like I would do this when people ask me questions, and I don't know the answer. I would just say this to our friend Nicky all the time, right? It'd be like, yeah, let me check with my people and I'll get back to you on that. Like, and I would say that when I had no idea, and it was just obviously a joke. This woman's literally doing it with a very important job, and she says that to, I think, 98% of the questions she gets.
Yep. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
I'll have to circle back.
We'll circle back. Yeah, like, what the fuck is that? I'm getting dizzy from all the circling back that we're doing. And yeah, just get your goddamn shit together. Give the people what they deserve. Give them the truth. If you can't be like authentic and transparent with what you're doing, then why the hell are you in a position of power in the first place? This America is not the America for lunch longer if that continues to be okay.
And I think who was the press secretary that got so much crap that was Trump's, like, early on? Sean something?
Can't remember the name.
I mix up real people with House of Cards characters.
Yes.
But whatever. I think that the press secretary for Trump was in such a more difficult spot with the types of questions, and the fact that you got Trump just flying off the handle, tweeting ridiculous things that the press secretary has to answer for. I don't know. Anyway, sorry. Go ahead, Lenny. I didn't mean to cut you off. I was trying to.
No, you're good. I like the commentary, man. I like the commentary. It's better than what Antony's doing. He's in the fridge getting fat as fuck and like.
Does this feel like a more warm and positive environment when we're just, Antony was kind of scooting away, and
I know it was an actual nice conversation that we had here for once. But lastly, I guess I got two last points here. Lastly, one of them's political, one of them's not political. But apparently Democrats like walls now because they put a wall around the capital of the United States. I thought walls were like racist and evil, and now we have one around the capital of us. I guess so. I guess there are 4 walls now. I don't really know. Again, coming back to the hypocrisy. They say one thing, do the other, whatever.
Hypocrisy?
Can I spell it? HYPROCITY. And not to get political or anything like that, but sports, like, let the kids freaking play. High school kids are not playing. How can I watch an NBA, NFL, NHL game and not watch, like, take that statement back. How can I watch a professional game and how come student athletes, like high school students and college students can't play sports? Like, what's the difference there?
All right, we done?
Yeah, that was a lot for Lenny's political minute review.
Well, real quick, you said, I'm trying to understand what you meant by that. You said, how come I can watch professional? What happened? What did I miss?
How like high schools, like, I don't know if they have it down in where you're at, but like high school sports aren't happening because of COVID, but like NBA and NHL and NFL is going on.
Oh, okay. Got it. Yeah, they're having more games canceled for sure. I think money is the number one answer there. I don't know if that's necessarily a political issue. However,
wow.
I did preface it by saying this is not political.
You did say that. You literally just said that. That's my fault.
Why don't you fucking listen, Mitchy?
Yeah, come on, Mitchy.
Hey, Lenny, don't let this guy tell me to listen. I listened to you. I was listening to 99%.
I listen to way more than fucking Antony does.
Yeah, well, I just,
Get into Lenny's joke of the week, or Lenny's math time or spelling time or what?
Go ahead and put your fingers up and spell. Fingers up. Go ahead and spell. Now we might have to give him a definition for this because I doubt he knows it. Acquit. As if you were going to. It's like a court thing. Someone's going to get acquitted. How do you spell acquit?
Can you use it in a sentence?
Mitchy Steez got acquitted for his crime he committed, but he got acquitted. He was acquit. Acquit. I'll accept either spelling of acquitted or acquit.
AQUIT. Done.
AQIT.
UIT.
AQUIT.
Except for it's probably ACCUITED. Quitted.
It's
No.
It's not AQUIT.
ACQUITD.
That's correct. Well, no, acquit. Not yeah. AC.
As acquitted. Acquitted.
All right. How about this one? Now you're a notable alcoholic, right?
Yes.
Okay. How do you spell daiquiri?
Ooh, DACQUIIRI.
No.
Daiquiri.
You
Daiquiri.
only missed by one letter, right?
Yeah, you missed by a couple. No, daiquiri. Give it another try, bud.
DACQUIIRI.
DAIQUIRI. He's 0 for 2 so far, Mitchy. How about this? There's a little.
Acquit is ACQUIT, right?
Yeah, I got that. I did get that one.
I would have gotten. I'll be give it a fair shot at the. I would have gotten daiquiri wrong. I wouldn't have put the C in there, but I wouldn't have put the extra I at the beginning.
Well, I did get acquitted, so I am 1 for 2.
No, you said AQU. You said AQUIT the first time. You got it right on like the third try.
I still got it right. Dick.
You said AQUTITITA.
OUS.
OUS.
Hey, Mickey, what's no, Lenny. No, Mitch, I got a math question. Okay, fingers up, you little prick. He's just like, no. 14 times 14. What is that?
14 times 14.
Uh-huh.
Oh gosh.
That's a tough one. 14 times 14.
So that's
Whoever gets it right first wins.
180.
hold on. This is gonna take me forever, but 196.
6, you got it.
Shit. I did the math.
I went at it 2 different ways. I first tried to go at it the old-fashioned in my head how I'd write it out. But when you get to like multiple lines, I can't do that.
I did it wrong.
This thing's mercifully coming to an end. What do we say here, boys?
Well,
we gotta do the beer chug real quick.
now, 2 seconds. How do you spell separate?
Separate?
Separate.
Separated?
Hmm?
SEPERATED.
No.
Some of these words, I don't know why when it's not your strength, you try to go faster.
RATED. Separated.
Some of them, like by the end, I'm like, how many times did he say R? Like, you're like, it's just certain words.
How about this? Let me try to make it easier for
We
you.
did hypocrisy today. That was so great. And Anthony, you and my buddy Nady are the only people like interrupting people. I did that to Lenny today, and I felt bad. Like you two are the only people, Anthony and our friend Nady.
Great point you're making right now.
That I don't feel bad about it at all. However, Lenny, when we go back and watch this, when you spelled you're like doing you're rolling through your points, and he's like, spell hypocrisy. You're like HYPICITY. Yeah. Anyway, moving along. Like it wasn't even close, and you just confidence. You just exude confidence. I love it.
You gotta do it.
Separate. How do you spell separate?
Separate.
Or separate?
SEPERATE.
That was the spelling last time, and it was wrong.
Oh, and I'm right, you dick.
No, it's SEPARATE. You're 0 for 3 on spelling and 0 for 1 on math. I'm going to give you one more chance.
Dumb.
Actually, you got hypocrisy wrong too. This is the last time. Now,
Boys, we're an hour into this episode of a 20-minute episode. Just saying. An hour 20 at this point.
well, it's good content. Last question. Last one. Now, if you get this wrong, you're officially the dumbest fucking guy that's ever lived. All right. Are you willing to handle that responsibility?
Let's hear it.
Acquire.
Didn't you just do acquire?
No, you did quit.
Acquire is the same thing. ACCQUIRE. Acquire.
No, not acquire. Are you trying to spell acquire like singing acquire?
Can you acquire
I
a chocolate?
acquire money. I acquire chocolate. I acquire.
ECQUIRE.
Correct. Yeah. It's not ACCQUI. Acquire.
I started AC.
You said ACC.
No.
I
Go back in the recording.
can promise you when I go back, I'll clip it and I'll put it on Antony Paisan's Instagram page. Follow me on Instagram, Antony Paisan.
You were also hammered at the same time, dude.
I've had 2 White Claws. I've had 1 White Claw.
Hammered.
Well, how about you do a beer chug? So for Mitchy, he missed the math question. He's 0 for 5 on spelling questions today.
Not too hot today.
How embarrassing. Anyways. Do a
I
beer
mean, it's embarrassing, but I also, in Lenny's defense, 5's a lot of work. Are you going to make the guy? What are we going to do? 15?
I gave you did 2 of them. You got both of them right on the first attempt.
Hey,
But I was also honest about Dak. I would have gotten that wrong. They're kind of harder.
Like, yeah, I'm not gonna give him fucking dog. How do you spell dog?
That was a little ruthless of you to keep that was you attacked his weakness. You're like acquit, and you're like, oh, he doesn't know how to mash those ACQ words together. So we're gonna give him a quiet.
You're correct. But I taught him, I coached him, and then 4 words later, I gave him acquire, which is the same principles of what I just taught him, and he still got it wrong. I got
a spelling question for you here, Anthony. How do you spell Diogi?
Okay, that's not even a fucking word, Diogi.
Like almost like Diego, but Diogi, like Diogi, like Fiji, Diogi. How do you spell? Come on.
Is this an episode of The Twilight Zone? What's going on right now?
How do you spell Diogi?
Mitch, it's like Fiji, but like Diogi.
What? Diogi.
It's like Diego, but it's Diogi. What the fuck are you talking about?
Diogi.
You want to just give me a definition? You want, instead of just saying the same word over and over and over? What? I don't know what that means.
Doesn't sound like a word.
Let me look up a definition for you.
I don't know how to spell it. I'll be honest in telling you that. Like, I don't even know what that word is. I've never heard that word before.
Anyway, how you spell it is
Dioji.
Close. Dog. Diogi. Dummies. Come on, gotcha. Good. Lenny, yes, nice one.
Is there a kick option on this? Can I just, if I hit remove, is that actually going to get rid of them?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Lenny, drink a beer, tell a joke. We'll wrap this up.
All right, here we go.
We'll race each other.
Insufferable.
All right, so I got a little trick up my sleeve here for you guys tonight. I was gonna go with a Bud Light seltzer, join the seltzer game, but I had a bunch of alcohol sitting out, because apparently I'm on alcohol, and we're gonna go with a little coconut rum tonight.
No, you're not. You're not going to drink any of that.
You want to bet?
It's water. Mitch eats water. This fucking prick thinks we're stupid.
Yes.
Wait, so just to clarify.
Shot? I can't beat you in a shot.
He's like, this week I'm going to mix it up. I'm going to do a shot.
Cool. Now do the seltzer for the other one. So IPA is a little stronger. I took a couple sips. I think that's
How
somewhat.
that water tastes, Lenny? You fucking.
I promise it's straight. It's literally straight alcohol.
How can you promise this? You always say, "Oh, I promise you. I promise."
I don't know. A man could take another man's word. Like it's 21% alcohol.
Hey, dude, there's an all-time video of The Rock acting like he's slugging. I think it's his own liquor. I can't remember what he.
Caramana.
Have you seen that?
No.
So there's some famous guy. I can't remember. Maybe it's like a Mexican rapper or something like that. That like shouted out The Rock, was like, I love your, bourbon or whatever it is, some strong alcohol.
Ooh.
He drank tequila, whatever. He drank a shit ton of it. And The Rock was like, I had to, it's a great video. He's like, I had to, accept your challenge. And like, you're watching it, like here's my movie. This is my movie review, 5-minute video. So, and I'll tell you exactly what happens, the whole thing. So he's pounding this and like doing a great job acting and fighting through it. And like, it's believable because he's drinking a shit ton of liquor, but it's The Rock. I mean, the guy's just like massive. And it's like, I don't even know, the middle of the day, it looks like. And it's just like, oh my God, he's going to be dead. And this dude gets like halfway through the entire bottle. And then he finally tells you that it was water the whole time. But based on Lenny's face, he either just hated that story and it was really bad, or the liquor that he had was real liquor and it tastes terrible. But that's a long time after you drank that to have the aftertaste. So
no, I was thinking my face was for this. This is actually it's coconut rum. It goes on smooth. It's like
Yeah, it's water, so of course we're good on. Okay, well maybe no. Why are you drinking that? We're about to jump into a drinking competition.
That's fine. I took a sip of mine. All right, but no more.
All right, I'll tell you now. When you're done, you gotta.
Where's it on your thing? Where's it on your can? You measure like.
It's like right like here.
Oh, that's 2 big sips. Mine's like here-ish.
Take another sip, Mitchy.
I think you can take another sip.
No. It's pretty even.
All right, when you're done, you have to turn it upside down and put your tongue out. All right, when that happens, then you're officially now a drip or two might come out, but.
Well, why don't you get in this?
Just fucking say done.
Anthony, why don't you get in on this, man?
I can't. We won't know who came in fucking first place.
Yeah, you're right.
You can go by the done when you can listen to who's done first.
If I do that, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go done. That's what I would do because I'm a degenerate. I'm not gonna. You have to. I promise you I'll cheat.
We'll both do it legit. Here, I'll turn it over. I'm just. Yeah, I mean, whatever.
I don't really want to do it on my laptop, but okay.
All right.
Or crunch it, or whatever. All right, 3. When you hear go, that's when you start slurping. All right, 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, Mitchy. Oh, yeah, Mitchy's gonna fucking murk you. This is over. Got it? Mitchy got it. Where are you at in your butt? That was an IPA, dude. Oh, dude, Mitchy's in trouble. That was gross.
Oh.
How much you have left, Lenny?
I literally had like the tiniest amount. It was like the little foam.
Badass. Mitchy was like fucking. You could look. He was draining it, and Lenny was like gulp gulp, and he put it down. He was like gulp gulp.
Dude, I had the competitive streak come over me right before that. Yeah, that's what you could either do. I'm feeling it a little loopy. I got to get myself together here.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can talk anymore. No, but either those little eye drops you put in to make yourself cry, or just do that. So I looked at myself right after. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm crying.
Dude, that would burn an IPA going down that quick. That's gross.
It's good.
I think we're done, boy.
I like the taste
What
of it.
are your reviews? Give me your reviews.
Oh, shoot. You want to go first? Well, I mean, you already reviewed that one last week, didn't you?
Yeah, you did it like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, that's where I said I'm kind of out of stuff. That's why I changed it up with a shot.
Your parents are out of stuff. Yeah.
But the rum, okay, the coconut rum. The rum is very smooth. It's almost like a Malibu. Okay. Look, this is actually an old ass bottle. It's got shit from our fire still, so it's got a little stuff on there.
How old is that bottle?
It's pretty old. It's at least 6 years old. We just don't drink it, obviously. We broke it out last night, apparently. Dude, it's a good bottle of rum, and I wish there was a date on it because I wish I would have known when it was.
What's the longest pull you can do on that bottle?
Oh God, no, dude, I'm not doing that.
You said it was super smooth and easy to do.
It's smooth, but I'm not gonna freaking chug a goddamn thing of alcohol.
God.
Fuck that.
Why don't you just take a big swig?
No, because this shit's it's so old, where the shit's like crusty now.
So gross, dude.
It's still good alcohol, still, obviously. I'm not gonna swag it.
Give me a review. Hazy little thing.
Hazy little thing IPA. I should have saved it. I think I know. I am biased to IPAs. I'm that guy. I love them a lot. I would say I'm gonna rank it or rate it based off of just a bunch of different. I pretty much always like IPAs. I'm gonna get to the one that is terrible and like literally unbearable to drink. But if you like IPAs, it's a good one. It's not like it's not super hoppy in my opinion. Like some of them like a Rheingei's Truth, my all-time favorite. But I think it's pretty good. I would probably give it a 7.2 out of 10. I would recommend it. There's one called a low hop.
Oh, cool.
Now, when I tell you, like, I have a few favorites that are my go-tos. I like Goose Island. I like Rheingeist Truth. I'm trying to think. Psychopathy. There's a few that I really like. Three Floyds, great company. I like them a lot. But pretty much, if I go somewhere and I want a beer, I'll go Budweiser or Bud Light, or which is my parents I grew up with, and I'll drink that. But if I'm really gonna pick for like flavor, what I like the most, any IPA. I have never gone wrong with that. Where I'm just, I know some people hate them. I get it.
I like them.
So I'm like, any IPA is good. So sometimes, you know how the cans look really cool for a lot of different IPAs? Sometimes I'll just like, I want to try a new one. I'll just pick by the can. I did that with this one called Aloha. Fellas, the worst thing. Like, I couldn't. I had them in my fridge, and our pal Andrew Reed.
Yeah, not a friend of the show though. Not a friend
of the show, but he was on when you were on speakerphone with me, Antony. And I said, "Hey, try this out." And you heard his reaction. I was like, "Hey, dude, I have a few other beers. I have like 2 of these left." I hated it, or I didn't know. I don't think I told him. I was like, "Let me know what you think about it," basically. And like I was like, "But I thought it wasn't the best." I kind of like leaned into it a little bit. He took a sip and like wanted to die. Aloha. It's like a light green can. It's a catchy name. Aloha, right?
Aloha.
So, never do it. Like I had a 6-pack that I just did not get through. I ended up throwing away a full can of the final beer. I know that's a cardinal sin, boys. I drank 4 of them. I drank 4 of them, and typically I can, in a night, even if I'm just hanging back watching games, I can go through 3 or 4 easy because I like the taste. It was painful. Painful trying to drink that.
Lenny, that IPA sour we had at that bar in Nashville.
I do, but I do not remember what it's called.
I was pretty fucking drunk that day. But yeah,
we were freaking hammered.
Do you remember it was at that bar with it was like the breakfast bar? That was the day the Colts and the Browns played. I beat you. I took the Colts. You took the Browns. It was like $10. Remember that?
It was the first time that the Miami Dolphins won. You put it.
That was the day they played the 49ers and won 43 to whatever.
The 49ers were good, but then they weren't good.
Did that start the reign of
yes.
Antony posting like the Gamecast review?
Yes.
Like, dude, how about when Antony posted his credit score? That was my favorite one. That
was E-Flan. That was Brady Flanders.
Well, by the way, fellas, I just took a quick glance at the time and realized, remember an hour ago when I said the fans are going to be so excited, I got a few extra minutes. I think we flipped back over.
Yeah.
They've all turned it. You're not.
I was going to mention that for the one game that we have this week, we have the longest episode.
Well, here's what I'm saying.
And I didn't feel like we even talked about the game.
I do not think we've done that.
I wasn't engaged in it because I was just like, it's only one. I don't know. It was a weird. I don't know how we managed to ramble on for as long as we did.
Boys, this should be the podcast. I'm saying this is good content.
On a side note, I'm pretty sure Antony did eat a whole giant, like a king Heath bar during the episode because he was mounting it down and the whole thing is gone. Like, I think he opened that at the beginning of the show and now the whole thing.
I also ate half of this giant.
I would like to hear, but Lenny, you tell me can you just eat chocolate and drink alcohol?
I ate this yesterday.
Can you do that though, Lenny? I can't just
Hey, Mitchy, I am not a female where I can eat chocolate and alcohol. Only females do that. And we got ourselves a female over here.
I feel like you would instantly give me that. I would want to throw up immediately.
Nope, not for me.
Boy, this could be a long form podcast content. There's good content. We're riffing. I don't feel like we've gone there,
Yeah, we were until you started over analyzing and talking about how we're riffing.
Huh?
Yeah, come on. We got to cut that segment out, man.
Yeah, we'll cut that.
We'll cut it.
Fellas, I got to get rolling, though. It's great catching up.
I got dinner soon.
Hey, I'm going to let you guys go.
Wait.
I gotta go too. We're going to let Antony go.
Wait. One last thing. Joke of the week.
Oh, right. Antony is... and, Let's see. We got this one's a good joke, and
Google jokes.
no,
I
I
was going to say, what's a good joke? Google.
just like I took my show notes down earlier. I got my jokes down earlier, so I'm just deciding on what one I want to go with.
Last episode of the year.
Yeah. We said, what did the blanket say as it fell off the bed? Oh, sheet.
Oh, sheet.
Got a little chuckle out of Mitchy. Success. I'll call that a success.
Give 'em.
Hey, Mitchy, where can the people find you? At the Mitchy Twitchies, Twitch the. Oh, also, Mitchy wrote a blog the other day. Oh, wow.
Ooh, blog.
That's at ngdegens.com. And by the way, if you buy the domain nextgendegens.com, just hold it, and you'll probably make a bunch of money because we'll probably want to buy that off you down the road. I only bought ngdegens.com. You're gonna want to go there. We got a little blog. Mitchy wrote. How many blogs, Mitchy?
I got my first two out there. I got a little intro to Mitchy Heartbreaks, and I was actually gonna show a little glimpse of it.
Show the fans a little Mitchy Heart.
Little Mitchy Heartbreaks. Okay, I'm just talking about, you guys can see the Bengals hat, but that's not even. So I'm just gonna the intro to breaking down how painful it is for me as a fan of these 4 teams. Or technically 5 teams because Bearcats, basketball, and football.
Yes.
So I just kind of I detail that's where this picture came from. You'll learn more about chemo. And yeah, I enjoy it. I think it's fun. So ngdegens.com for the blog. Also, Antony writes just ridiculously funny things on there as well. So check that out. And yeah, a little shout out for you there, Antony. And then play-by-play Mitch on Twitch. I will actually be going on. We'll see when we get our lives together and actually get this posted, but I'll be going on Sunday, 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. roughly. It's going to be
Central or Eastern, Mitchy?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, 1 p.m. Eastern time. It's going to be Houston versus SMU. I also did a preview of that game on the blog.
Oh, nice.
Oh, baby. Now, spicy. Now, the fans find me at Twitter. We got Lenny BBF, I think is my Twitter name. I don't really tweet all that often, maybe once a week or something like that. But you will not find me doing any of that blog shit. That blog shit is boring, dumb, stupid. They're idiots. And Mitch, you can add your heartbreak loss to your heartbreak blog with your last.
Yeah, but that's gonna go into gambling woes because like those suck. But like the gambling losses, like, oh my God, they didn't score enough points for me to win my bet. Like those don't even compare to the Bengals losing in the playoffs. Like it's not even close. So I appreciate the idea, but yeah, Lenny's right. Blogging's for the losers, the guys that just want to make money off of business and things like that.
I think would be a lot cooler. Try to like model your business around like Dave Point. He does like a lot of the video blogs. He has like a video blog where people are dumb these days. People don't take time to read. They like to watch and listen and be dumb consumers. Okay, so just video yourself, talk all the shit that you want. Same thing as like a blog post, but like speaking it, and I think it will go a lot better. So it's like, hey, I can physically look and listen and watch and don't have to be actual human. I can just be
the input.
I do appreciate that insight, but I'm a big time Barstool fan, and they started off by cranking out blogs.
Yeah, they still do that also. Right?
People loved that, and now people will watch Dave Portnoy's videos.
Exactly.
We're gonna do it all. We're gonna do it all. Don't worry.
I watch. I'm a dumb sheep. I just like to watch and consume.
Yeah, I agree. I do agree with you. But I think certain people respect and they like the blogs. Like when PFT and Big Cat or whatever, if they ever, because they do mostly podcast or video, if they ever go back and do a blog, I'm like, it's like must read. Because
here's another point.
That's how Fine Line Sports found us.
Side point though. People. Someone can buy into your personality a lot.
Let's maybe hurry this up.
Yeah. Versus like an actual person.
But I don't necessarily know that. I feel like people could get a lot better or just as good of an idea about my personality by looking at how I write.
That could happen.
But it's just someone like, so to your point, you're right. You're more likely to reach more people with the video, but you're more likely to reach more people doing the video and the blog.
It's like a shotgun.
I did learn today, it's not choosing one or the other. It's doing both. So I like it. Doing both.
This is gonna be so funny. When we make it big one day, people are gonna look back and be like, look at these guys like 5th episode when they're like discovering that if you put out a lot of content, more people are gonna see it. We're all like discovering this for the first time. Like there's about 1 billion podcasts out about this exact topic.
Yes. We'll look back.
But we're smart kids. We're smart kids.
Smart.
Oh, by the way, follow Antony Paisan on Instagram at Antony Paisan. And t-shirts.
Lenny, we were just having a conversation once again, and he's just like, and I'm wondering why he's so upset. And then finally, once we stop, he's like, by the way, I wanted to get my shout outs.
Yeah, it's about me. The show is about me, you punk.
Everyone knows who Antony Paisan is.
Yeah, so here, no, the more important.
Hey, I'm just gonna talk the whole time there.
What? Shut up.
Anthony, go ahead. Anthony, you have the floor.
Thank you.
Hey, I'm just gonna.
T-shirts. You're gonna want to go ahead and buy t-shirts.
While you're talking, I'm just gonna talk that way.
Hey Lenny, it's been
Do
real.
not share the T-shirt Google form screen.
Yeah, Lenny, we'll see you next season, bud. It's been a lot of fun. Been a lot of fun. Been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun. Been a lot of fun.
Yeah, but folks, what you just saw is a metaphor for what we're actually doing.
Yeah, what are we doing, Mitchy? What are we doing? And we're cutting them out like a pair of scissors, huh?
Cut it out, Full House fans.
T-shirts don't wrap this up, right?
I cringed at myself while I was doing it.
What'd you do?
I don't even want to speak of it.
That's fair. T-shirts,
Did you ever watch Full House back in the day?
kinda. I'm not 86. I'm not 50 years old though, so.
Okay, but anyway, Full House, Joey.
Oh.
It's a G-rated show.
Lenny Jets is concerning. Should I pick up or should I send it a voicemail? We'll wrap this up.
I mean, hey, let's wrap this thing up for reals, though.
Hey, Lenny, we're in the middle of the show. What do you want?
Anybody is still watching right now?
Yeah, what do you want? We're in the middle of the show.
Dick, huh? You fucking dick.
Do you have any comment?
Yeah, you big tough guy, huh?
Do you have any commentary?
Nope, not at all.
Cool. All right, bud. We'll talk later, bud. We're in the middle of the show. Turn on Do Not Disturb. Perfect. All right. Mitchy, t-shirts, bit.ly/Degens merch. There's no refunds and you might not get a shirt, but go there and buy a shirt. Other than that though, Mitchy, it's the last episode of the Degenerates +3. What can the fans expect moving forward for the show? We're going to be doing AQT with Mitchy Steez on a weekly basis. We got the morning after the Super Bowl. We'll chat, talk biz, how that went and all that. What can the fans expect? Obviously, we got Making a Degenerate. I'll probably do a taping of that tonight. What else?
Okay, cool. I was waiting to see if you were going to list off everything we talked about and then ask me what else we have. I mean, other than what you said, we got the blog that we're really excited about. As much as Lenny spent 10 minutes trashing it just now, we both feel good, like in seriousness. We're leveling with the fans here. We both feel really good about our writing abilities. I think that's personally my greatest strength is being able to write, and I have a lot of fun with it. I hope you guys enjoy it. And Antony is hilarious with the blogs. I can't say I try to be funny when I can, but mine is more going to be long form, breaking down sports and things like that. So hopefully people will tune in there. But yeah, ngdegens.com blog for sure. And then we're just going to keep trying to come up with more ideas and keep putting out more content. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. You covered the rest of it with the AQT and the morning after. We're going to try to not, AQT is really the only weekly thing video wise that we have together. So we'll probably try to come up with one more idea. For Anthony's sake, not right now. Okay. We can talk about it later because we'll make this recording 15 minutes longer, but there'll be more stuff coming, guys. We're excited about it. We're working on it.
Here we go, baby. Like any last words for the last Degenerates +3 episode of I want to thank the fans, all 430,000 of you out there. It's been a lot of fun this season. We got next season. I can't wait to do the first one for the preseason, but it's been a lot of fun, Mitchy. It's been a lot of fun.
It has. I've had a great time, and Yeah, I'm excited for anybody that has given us the time of day and checked it out. We appreciate it.
There we go, baby. We like it. Go buy a t-shirt, you fucking degenerate, baby. All right, dude, let's go. Mitchy, why don't you go ahead and say some last words real quick? Just say some last words so I can go ahead and end the
Just did